Hello warrior chefs, so I'm out again today with the Onetigris titanium twig stove, and I'm cooking something really easy today. This is a great one to start out with. If you're a bit of a beginner when it comes to cooking on these twig stoves, then this is a really easy one to start out and get the hang of twig stove cooking. And this is a tasty one as well. I'm doing a couple of rolls, but they will be really nice to eat. So I'm just going to load the twig stove up, bit of tissue paper, bit of normal paper, and that's all I'm putting in it. No firelighters or nothing, I never use them. So I'll just put some paper in there and then just chuck some twigs in it. Start off with nice little small twigs. Just lay them in there so they've got a bit of air around them to breathe, and then you stove alight, no problem. Just get a few more in there and that'll do for the minute. So let's get me lighter and fire up Onetigris. If I can get me lighter to work. There you go, that's gone. So that's it, stove is alight and that'll go up now. It normally does. This Onetigris is an easy stove to light. So let's just put a few more bigger twigs in there now that is going. Let's chuck a couple in there. And that's it, I'll just leave that to catch now. And as you can see, look, that's going up good already. So you don't need to buy firelighters and all that. They're a waste of money. Just a bit of paper, some nice dry twigs, and boom, away you go. So like I said, this is a really easy, beginner-friendly cooking one today. So I've got a couple of Lincolnshire sausages with me. So I'm going to cut them, open them up so they cook quicker. And then I'm going to melt some cheese on them and do them in rolls with some pickles, lettuce, cheese and tomatoes. So that's all I'm doing really. Nothing fancy going on today, but this will be a really good one to eat and a really quick and easy one to cook. So I'm just opening up the sausages like that because they will cook so much faster. And where I'm putting them in rolls, I can melt cheese on top of them like that and then put them in the rolls. So let's get my frying pan up onto Onetigris and just put my sausages in there. And they won't take that long to cook like this, these sausages. I'll put them that way down first. And then I'll just wash my hands because I've been handling the raw sausages. So there you go, the sausages are on cooking, the stove's going lovely. So they really won't take that long to cook them sausages. And you could do this one today with burgers. You could do exactly the same as what I'm doing, but instead of sausages, you could use burgers. Which would be good again. These would be a nice tasty burger the way I'm doing this today. So let's just put a few more twigs into the stove, keep them burning, because when it goes like that with just the red embers, that will go out quite quickly. So just get some bigger twigs in there, keep the stove going. So that's all I'm doing, just put a few twigs in there and that'll keep that going for a while now. And I'm only really cooking these sausages today, and I am going to melt some cheese on top of them. So I do not need the stove loaded right up so it keeps burning for like half an hour. That's just a waste of twigs. Just load your stove up so it burns for the amount of time you need it to burn for. And I always think I've done well if I just finish cooking whatever I'm cooking and then the stove goes out. That is perfect timing. So let's just flip me sausages. See, look, they're cooking lovely, them sausages. And when you open them up like this and cook them, they do cook in half the time. And also, when you're putting them in rolls, they are better like this because they will fill your rolls up and you can melt cheese on top of them like that. Whereas if you left them round, you cannot melt cheese on them. It'll just all go in your pan and just be a waste of cheese. So I've got with me today, this is English mature cheddar. And that'd be enough. So let's just get some up onto the sausages, because time this cheese melts, the other side of the sausages will be cooked enough and I can just put them straight in the rolls. So let's load them up. Look at that, nice bit of cheese on there. When that's melted down on them sausages, that'd be lovely. So I'm just going to chop up this last little bit of cheese and I shall just put that in my rolls as it is. And I'm having to use my little fire tin as my chopping board because I forgot to bring it out. I must have took it out indoors to wash it up and forgot to put it back in my bag. So I've got to use the little fire tin. It's not the first time I've used this tin and it will not be the last. So I've just chopped some tomatoes up, and these are again nice fresh tomatoes that I got off my next door neighbour. I do get a lot of tomatoes off my neighbour, he grows loads of them. And they are good, his tomatoes, he does grow a good tomato. So I'm only chopping one up today, I'm going to have one tomato, that'll be enough for my 2 rolls. And as usual, I'm just going to get rid of that little stalk bit because I don't like that bit. So that's it, tomato nicely chopped up. Let's put that over there out of the way. Check on the stove, yeah, that's doing good. Sausages are doing good. Cheese has just started melting. So let's chop up some pickle. Now this is just pickled gherkins. And this is bought from the shop, a jar of pickled gherkins. I just took a couple out and brought them with me. My neighbour, he does grow these gherkins. He grows nice ones. And he did give me a load of them. And I tried to pickle them. So I bought some pickling vinegar, put them in a big jar, put the vinegar in there. But I don't know what I did wrong, but they was not as nice as the ones you buy from the supermarket. They was a bit horrible. So he's got a load growing at the minute. If he gives me another lot, I might buy some different sort of vinegar and have another go at doing them. Because I couldn't eat the first lot, they really was horrible. So let's get me rolls out. Nothing fancy, just 2 white bread rolls. And let's just start loading them up with a bit of lettuce, and then I shall put some tomato, pickles and cheese in there as well. And I've got a nice bit of sauce to go in them at the end. So you see what I mean, these ones are a really easy one to cook, and they really will be a good one to eat. Because I've had rolls like this before. I've done these before. They are really tasty. That's why I'm doing them again. And you wait till these are finished at the end and I put a big squirt of sauce over the top of them. You lot will all be dribbling at the telly again. And it will be your own fault, because I have told you all in a couple of videos, if you're going to watch me cook, do yourself something to eat first. But you haven't, have you? You've done it again. You've sat there with nothing to eat, watching me cook some rolls, and now you are all starving, dribbling at the telly, thinking, oh, I wonder if we've got a pot noodle in the cupboard. And that's no good, is it? You can't spend your life sitting on the sofa, watching cooking videos and eating pot noodles. if you're going to watch these videos, you need to treat yourself to a Twig stove or a gas stove and get yourself outside cooking. 'Cause like today, innit, you'd only need a couple of sausages, couple of rolls, bit of lettuce, bit of tomato, bit of pickle, which you don't really need the pickle. I really like them, but I know a lot of people don't like the pickled gherkins, so you don't really need the pickled gherkins. You could quite easily have these without. And then it don't take long, 10 minutes outside, you've got something so much tastier than a pot noodle or a Twix and a packet of Frazzles. 'Cause yes, mate, I did see what you was eating. A Twix and a packet of Frazzles. That's no good, mate. Get your Twig stove out. Get outside and cook yourself something tasty. So that's the first sausage successfully out and in the roll, so I did not drop it. There you go, that's the second one in there. So you see what I mean? For something so simple, these are looking good now, ain't they, these rolls? You're thinking, oh, I wonder if we got any sausages out in the kitchen. Bit of cheese, bit of tomato, bit of lettuce. And what's that, mate? Oh, you've got sausages, cheese, tomato, lettuce and pickles, but your stove has run out of gas, so you can't do it. Oh, mate, that's your own fault. You need to buy yourself a Twig stove. Then you never need to worry about running out of fuel, because you can always find twigs. They are just everywhere, all over the floor. But get some new gas for your gas stove, 'cause you do need it. On days when it has been raining and all the twigs are wet, you will need that gas stove, mate. So get some gas for it. So there you go. My sausage, pickle, lettuce and tomato rolls are done. Now I'm giving them a nice big squirt of garlic mayonnaise. But you could have whatever you like in these. Burger sauce would work well. Normal mayonnaise would work well. Hot sauce, piri sauce, loads of different sauces would work well in these. So look at them two. For something so simple, you know you're dribbling now. You're thinking, yeah, that was an easy one to cook. And look how tasty that looks. I'm going to make myself some of them. So yes, get your Twig stove out, get up off the sofa, get outside and cook yourself some tasty warrior style sausage, lettuce, tomato, cheese and pickle rolls. And if you do cook these, don't do like I have done, 'cause I have done something wrong here. I have put the lids on before I've put my little bits of cheese in that I've chopped up. So I'm going to have to take the lids off and put the cheese in. So if you make these, put the bits of cheese in before you put the lids on. So thank you for watching. Please hit the subscribe button so you can join me again and see what tasty, delicious treats I am cooking up next.